Donna Summer, Last Dance, Breakfast Radio, Neil, Sam, Jane, howdy.
One of my favorite movies of all time. Thank God it's Friday. She
Right?
sang that song. Oh, we're big Donna Summers fans here, and we have the superstar who is playing her in Summer, the Donna Summer musical. Yay! It's DeQuina Moore.
A pleasure.
There is a resemblance.
Oh, thank you.
I said the same thing. So darn pretty.
Oh,
Stop it.
I appreciate it. I take that as a huge compliment. I'm a huge fan of Donna, so thank you.
Why are you a huge fan of Donna?
Are you kidding me? She was just women's empowerment, sex appeal. She paved the way in the business world for show business and the music world, which was so run by men and just people just trying to take advantage of you, and she stepped in there and said, oh no, I'm going to do it my way.
And she was kind of a dirty girl too, right? Like, and I don't
Absolutely.
mean that in a negative way. I think that she really busted through a lot of barriers with "I Feel Love" and "Love to Love You, Baby" and "Bad Girl."
Yes.
There was sort of that. It's okay, to
love your sexuality
and to be sexy. Exactly. Yeah,
Like-
that was cool.
And you learn a lot about how she came into that as a young woman in the show. Is a lot of deep insight into her past, into her life, and what how her relationship with men as a young woman, how that helped pave that perspective for her. And it's sensational. It's heartbreaking. It's a roller coaster ride that you don't expect.
Yeah.
See, I love that
Absolutely.
you're saying that, because
Yeah.
one of the things I wanted to get from you was how much of the show is music versus how much of it is storytelling. Because as our friend Randy from Mirvish stands in the back of the room, I'm reminded of shows like Beautiful, the Carole King musical, where going into it, I thought, okay, I love Carole King's music, but how do you make a story? And then you sit there and you watch and you go, there's a story, and it's every bit as compelling as the song. Is it the same thing with this show?
Similarly, it is a biomusical, and the way the writers constructed it is you definitely live her life. You definitely see her life and how it goes through three different women that play Donna. So there's young Donna, duckling Donna. And then there's the middle-aged Donna, who's just in the prime of her career, disco Donna, who's in the prime of her career. You see her being the superstar that she is and dealing with all of the struggles and all the fun of that. And then you in the highs and lows, and then you have Diva Donna, which is what I play in the show, and you get to see her more experienced world and just how she's come into just taking the reins of her career into her own hands, and how that helped shape her as an older woman. I should say more experienced woman.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
What was it about Donna
it's
Summer
awesome.
that she broke through? I mean, I remember that. I think about there's a summer, I think it was the summer of '79, and just listening to her album over and over and over as a young girl. But she became the favorite. Why do you think that was the case?
Well, I think there was a freedom in her music that she found. I think that she was able to use the struggles that she went through with dealing with the dynamics of having, crazy relationships. We talk about her. There was abuse in her life. There was and just dealing with not being paid enough. Not being paid what men were paid. We're still dealing with some of that today, and so it touches a lot of people today, even in that realm. But she broke through those walls. She left her initial label because she wanted to take control of her own career, and at that time it was monumental. And it was unheard of, and Norman Brokaw, who was her agent at the time, is one of the main people that, he basically says it, even I don't want to give anything away in the show, but he is the one that propels her to take control of your career. If anyone can do this, you can do it, because you are the strong woman her past definitely shaped her into the type of strength that you would need to do such a thing that had never been done before.
Tell us one thing that will surprise us about Donna Summer's story.
Ooh.
One thing that we would not know that we're going to learn. Just one thing.
Let's see. Oh, there's so much. Ooh, I don't want to give anything away.
Did she have any
Right.
There's so much.
insecurities?
Oh, definitely. That's one of the main things that we deal with in the show with young Donna, with Duckling Donna. She was known as Ugly Duckling as a child, and her friends' parents were even calling her these things as a young child, and so she didn't want to sing. She didn't really think that she was. That's kind of surprising. She didn't want to sing. She didn't think she was beautiful. And she had to come out of those insecurities. She had grown people telling her she wasn't good enough. It wasn't just your normal kids at the schoolhouse being evil little children.
Right.
It was their parents telling her, that I'm not worthy. And as a young person and a young Black woman, girl, it's really, really hard to overcome. And then here she is, shot out of a cannon, has to leave America because there's a whole trouble scene that she gets into, and she has to go to Munich, Germany. And she gets to explore being the only Black woman there.
Okay, that's the story.
Yeah, that's it.
There's the story.
That's it.
There's her story we don't know about.
Okay,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, you had me when you said Summer the musical, but now you got me because I need to go and see the show. But the beauty of it is we're going to make it ridiculously easy for people to go and see the show.
Yes, we're going to take caller number 7 right now, but I want to throw to Friday because on Friday, during Breakfast Radio and during the Afternoon Express, we are going to have a fun stunt called Summer in March, and we're going to play a whole ton of Donna Summer songs all day Friday.
Yes.
And every time we play a song, you call, you win. It's that easy.
Yeah, every time Friday that you hear a Donna Summer song on the radio, call us up, you win tickets. It's just going to be fun.
That is awesome.
So let's start. Let's kind of get people used to that right now by offering up a pair of tickets right now.
Wow.
Yeah, 416-360-0740. That's the telephone number here. And again, we're going to hand that over to caller number 7.
Sounds good.
All your ticket info and all the stuff you need to know about Summer the Musical is waiting for you at Mirvish.com. And DeQuina, thanks for coming in. This was
Thanks
great.
for having me. Oh,
We are.
Absolutely.
We get to see it next week too, so
I can't
we're
wait for you
excited.
and all your followers to come. It's such a party, such a great time. You'll love it. You'll love it. And you get the story too.
Heavy drive out there on most of our major highways. A couple of crashes on the go as